Hi there, Andy Ron here with Montana Land Source. This is your weekly video summary of the Montana Land Report for September 14th, 2022. I'm in my new office location in downtown Billings. I apologize for not having a better background yet. I have not fully moved in terms of art, and I have a neat old map I'll probably put behind me for future videos. But nonetheless, happy to be downtown in the new Rock 31 building at 201 Broadway. Feel free to stop by and visit if you're in downtown Billings. Pretty busy week in the Montana land market. 28 total property updates for properties 200 acres and larger over the past week. The big news is all the new listings. 13 new listings this week, which is pretty substantial. That's a pretty high volume of new listings. Otherwise, we have 3 pending sales, five price changes, which is in line with what we've seen. Higher than normal price changes still going on in this adjusting market. Only 1 property back on the market. Still seeing very few properties, fall out of contract, that kind of thing. For the most part, most contracts seem to be going through. Like I said, 13 new listings and 6 sold properties. So 28 property updates overall. So we're starting to chip away perhaps at rising back in inventory a little bit, although we're still only at about 330, 335 properties on the Montana market today, whereas before 2 years ago, we would normally see 600 to 700 listings on the market. So we're still in this environment. A lot of talk about cooling of this market and the hot air going out in terms of buyer motivation and whatnot. No longer seeing the overheated elements in terms of buying sight unseen, waiving contingencies, that kind of thing. But nonetheless, still seems to be healthy demand out there. Still restricted supply, but properties are starting to come on the market, addressing that supply. In other news, I've got some seminars coming up this week. Montana Land Source maintains a calendar of anything related really to the Montana land market, and there's been some confusion lately. The seminar group, which is a group out of Washington State, which puts on seminars with continuing ed credit for professionals, has some good land-oriented seminars coming up this fall. Montana Land Source has nothing to do with that. I just put it on the calendar. I've been getting calls with people looking for information and thinking that I'm involved with those seminars. I'm not. I just put them on the calendar because they're pretty good content and opportunities for professionals, but even others who are serious about aspects of the land market. Or one of the seminars is a water law seminar that I put in as well, because water is so tied to land in the West. And other news, the USDA put out their summary of land values a couple weeks ago. I did a brief blog on that and put together a chart showing those survey results for land values, just another indication of land values in our market. So that's interesting, and check that out. And otherwise, that's the news for this week. Again, come check out the new location. Very happy to be in downtown Billings and have a more public office where I can take visitors and whatnot. And I'll share more content and maybe pictures of this office and whatnot as we move forward. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week, and we will see you next week.